coming up for the next half hour here on Yoz Action. You're watching Eurosport. Confirmation of where we are and what we're doing.
We've been judging with one system for 4 years, and skating has changed a lot over the 4 years. It's got more technical, it's gotten bigger, a lot more people are involved in it. And so what we try to do as judges, try to focus on our side of it and to bring that up to speed to where skating has come. So what we've done is taken our 4 categories that we've had before, we've changed them a little bit, and instead of having one judge judge all 4 categories, we have one judge focusing on each category. We cover that, and that's all that they focus on.
My name is Chris Garrett. I'm the air judge. Today I'm looking for people who, basically go up in the air, do different tricks, different variations of grabs, different spins, obviously how high they go. I scored big on big spins, unnatural spins. There's innovation points for people that do stuff that's kind of abnormal, a little bit different. They may do a different variation in the spin. It's basically what I'm looking for today.
I'm the amplitude judge. With amplitude, the most obvious thing is the height of the trick you're doing. You're looking for a lot of amplitude. So you're looking for people to have a lot of hang time in the air. And again, on the grinds, you're looking for people to stick grinds, stay on the rail as long as they can, try and ride the whole trick out. That's what's really going to score high with me.
What I do is I look at anything that happens on the coping of the vert ramp, anything on the metal part there, such as soul grinds, disaster tricks, inverts. Looking for creativity, style. I don't want guys going up and doing a soul, not locking on. If they fall off, I'm gonna have to give them deductions, stuff like that. So I want good, clean lip tricks.
So the judging system's changed a lot, but the rules are pretty much the same. There are 10 guys involved. They've got 50 seconds per run. Let's have a quick look back at the first run before we check out the second run. This was Mike Budnick's first run. He scored 74, which gave him the lead. Javier Bujanda of Spain had a good start. 20-year-old from Barcelona managed a 71.75. Cesar Mora. Cesar Mora took the lead away from Mike Budnick with his first run. He managed to notch up a 77.25. Manuel Villaris, who was 5th at the event in '98, got himself into the top 10 again after the first run, but only in 10th. A lot of mistakes. 41.75, the eventually disappointing score for the Australian. So with one run down and one to go, Mora leads, Budnick second, then Bujanda, Crawford and Fogarty. Then Grobe, Shields, Kramer, Grossman, Villaris disappointing in 10th, having finished in first after the prelims. So now to the second run of the vert final. Mike Budnick has got all the ingredients the judges want to see. Good solid grabs, good amplitude. The sport has taken some of the judging criteria, I think, from snowboard half pipe. Nice invert there. Top sole, that was a good one. There's the alley-oop fish brain. Another good invert. Lip tricks to inverts to airs, mixing it up well here, Mike Budnick. 720. Scored 74 in his first run. Budnick to take the lead momentarily before it was snatched back by Cesar Mora. Good performance from Mike Budnick. Let's go back up to the judges' tower, see what they're talking about.
He did a lot of different, a variety of different airs. He did a bunch of different grabs. He did a bunch of different spins, fakie spins. He did flat spins. He did 720s, 540s.
As far as the lip tricks is the same way. He did 8 of them in the second run, which most people only do about 5 or 6. Only deduct them 3 points out of all those 8 tricks, and it was a variety. It was inverts, it was you know, spinning into grind, spinning out, stuff like that. Really solid.
Javier's run.
Now Javier Bujanda of Spain. Good airs to start with from the Spaniard. Good height. He gets incredible height off the top of the vert, this boy. Variety the key, really, to vert skating. Good method grab there. Now he goes on to the coping to mix it up a bit. Little hip hop off the coping with that invert. Oh, Bujanda falls, but it was right on the button at the end of the run. Now, will that be enough to take the lead? 71-75, his first score. He's made a slight improvement with a 74-25.
I mean, the guy, he did 11 airs in one of his runs. He got tons of innovation points on the big 720 with like a cross-up contortus grab upside down.
Javier had a very strong run, mostly because of the way he linked his tricks. It wasn't an air followed by an air followed by an air. He would do, you know, maybe 3 airs in a row, and then he'd link 2 more grinds, and then hit a couple more airs into a flat spin, into a, you know, Pop-Tart. You know, he's very technical, and his variety is very strong.
Now let's have a look back at the second run of Billerus, who had that miserable 41-75, including a crash in his first run in the final, having led after the prelims. Well, he catapulted himself up the standings and scored a 72.5 here, and that put him up in 4th place. Tyler Shields is next.
We've kind of set parameters on what we expect out of each skater in terms of how many tricks they do in their runs. And as far as airs go, Tyler, I mean, he did 5 airs. And on a normal run, like Javier, for instance, you see upwards of 11 airs. And when somebody does 5 airs, it's disappointing, so I deducted him.
If you really look closely, his hands are holding him on. You know, anytime he bobbles a little bit, he'll reach for the coping, he'll reach for the deck, and that's what's keeping him up instead of falling. You have to bring him down a little bit for doing that. Even though he does lock on a little bit, he's not clean to it.
So Tyler getting nailed by the judges there. 57.5 he scored in his first. They knocked him right down and gave him a lowly 28.5 in his second, in the top 10, however. But then there are only 10 in the final. Now, Cesar Mora, leader after the first round, the Aussie, with all the tricks. 77.25 he scored first time round. Looking for more now in his second run. He's got so much raw talent and courage. Cesar Mora and Matt Salerno, the 2 big Australian names, but it's Mora all the way here in Ontario Mills, California.
As far as the air perspective, Cesar is amazing. I mean, he does everything 8 feet out, a huge variety of different tricks. Spinning, the style of his spins are unlike anybody else's. I mean, he grabs it and actually holds it throughout the whole spin, which is amazing to watch. And it's 7 feet out, 8 feet out.
That's, yeah, he just goes higher. than anybody else. He spins gnarlier than anybody else.
You know what I also like about Cesar is during everybody's run, Cesar's down there cheering him on, which is really cool to see. I mean, he's not only winning the contest, but he's like cheering for people, and he's sincere. He's sincere about it, you know.
Whether he wins or loses, he's happy to be out here with everybody and cheering everybody else on as much as they do to him. It's great to see. He's a tremendous competitor.
I think they like Cesar Morat, and despite a fall at the end of his run, Morat does enough to take the win. 77.25, he's way ahead of Buhanda with Budnik third. Bilaris coming up to fourth, Fogarty fifth.
Cesar, for somebody who doesn't really skate for the judges, you worked out your way again. It's been happening a lot lately. What's up with that?
I just went straight up and down, landing and taking off, and didn't do anything back-to-back too difficult. And the grinds, I kept them a bit simple. I mean, you know, it's really slick coping, and when you come off it, the ramp's really slippery, so just played it safe. But I went big. I gave the crowd a lot to cheer for. It's how I like to skate, and it was fun in the end.
Congratulations, man. Way to go.
Thanks.
After the break, more action. The street final is next. Stay with us. In California, we've seen the vert. Now it's the turn of the street course skaters. .65 seconds per run on the street course. They get 2 runs. It's the best score overall that counts. 4 judges plus the head judge, judging as they do in the vert competition. Blake Dennis was the 98 Rookie of the Year. He's very much involved in this final. 75-75 in his first run. Jake Elliott pushed his way up to 7th place with a score of 73.25 after run 1. Josh Petty at the moment, the way he stands, is on the podium. He's tied for 3rd with a run of 77.25. And some Swiss interest with Marc Dubide, 17-year-old out of Neuchâtel. He's in 5th with a 76.25. Nicky Adams is the man to watch, though. The 99 X Games champion, scoring a 79.75 in his first run. But it was only good enough for 2nd, because Aaron Feinberg beat them all. Feinberg leading with an 80.5, then Adams Petty tied with Mackie Dubide 5th. Then Dennis Elliott, Fogarty, Peter of Switzerland, and Marco Hintze down in 10th. 2nd run now. And let's have a look at Anthony Mackie of Great Britain. Skated superbly consistently in the 2nd run, Anthony Mackie. 77.25 his score. Puts him on the podium for the moment. He's tied in 3rd. Nicky Adams scored 79.25. In his 2nd run, he upped the ante and put down a score of 79.75. Just like a party. Just like a party. Just like a party. Now, Blake Dennis of Australia, currently in 7th. His first run score of 75.75. Superb skater, attacking the street course laid out here in Ontario Mills now. Nice UFO grind down the rail. And he's using every element of the course. Just lost a bit of speed there, had to haul himself up on the handrail, although it's called a handrail, it's not what it's there for. Good height on the transition there for Blake Dennis. That's what the handrail's for. Oh, that's nice off the wall, over the spine. Double rotation, 720 over the second element of the spine there for Blake Dennis. He's got to use every part of the ramp. The judges will score him down if he avoids any elements set out in the street course. Blake Dennis's run comes to an end. Doesn't look too happy with it. Competed in 10 competitions this season so far, Blake Dennis. That was the corkscrew over the rail. Beautiful maneuver from Dennis.
Okay, Josh Petty, when you
and some technical magic. Far side mistrial is the name of that particular grind. 79-75 is the score that will count for Blake Dennis. He's gone second. Josh Petty scored worse in his second than he did in his first, remained in fifth. Gegeli Peter of Switzerland improved and moved up to eighth. So now Aaron Feinberg, the leader after the first run. So theoretically, he's already nailed this competition. This is his second run now. Oh, Feinberg's flying. Incredible speed from the American. Already the big wall ride, and it's early days in this run. Ah, sensational stuff from Feinberg. The pressure's off, of course, having been the only man in the first run to break 80 points over the spine. 360 over the second part of the spine, and he looks like it's completely effortless. Locking onto the rail. Little sweat stance on the wall, and he's riding nicely on the spine section. Decides to mix it up to the other end of the arena, and he's jumped right out of the course, back into the parking lot. And Aaron Feinberg with a spectacular start and an equally impressive finish. The win's his, but then it was a long time ago. The world #1 on street.
Montreal, Canada, 16 years old.
Feinberg, what an exit. He wins and improves as well, 81.25. Feinberg the winner comfortably. Let's hear from him.
With today's street winner, Aaron Feinberg. Aaron, congratulations.
Thanks a lot.
You stoked on any of your friends that made the finals today?
Yeah, I was really glad to see Jake Elliott that made finals, and Josh Petty too. I think he's awesome.
Are you pretty happy to see how progressive the skating's become? I mean, this by far is one of the most intense street competitions I've seen in a long, long time.
Yeah, I think that's the way they are going to be all year. That's just how rollerblading's progressing. You know, everyone skates really good, so you have to do really well to place high.
That's true. All right, thanks a lot, Aaron. Congratulations. We'll see you next time.
So that's just about it for yours action for tonight. We'll leave you with Aaron Feinberg doing his stuff. Thanks for watching. You're watching Eurosport, Europe's #1. Bye for now.